We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top, new level. On my level, don't see anybody, I don't see them. This right here could never stop, this could never stop. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Ay, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. One time, ay. I live on the job, right? Yeah, I'm always at work, right? Real people stay by me, right? Haters wanna do hurt, right? Know they tryna stop me, right? Drag my name through dirt, right? I don't feed into the hate, right? I just answer with a smirk. I feel
so do you see your nationality on this sign right here? Your father's nationality on this sign. What would you identify yourself as? Judah, a so-called black American, right? When you look at the history, a lot of black women have stood up and said, you know what, we're not gonna take this anymore. Rosa Parks, very common.
Harriet Tubman,
very common. There's a lot of pioneers that we have. Now today, those pioneers have transformed to entertainers.
Bring it out!
Now we look up to Cardi B's, Nicki Minaj's. She filled her buttocks with plastic. I'm gonna look up to her. That's not our leaders.
Bring it out!
That's not who should be teaching our young daughters how to grow up and be. Watch this. Read that.
Hosea chapter 3 verse 4.
Bring it out!
For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king.
The children of, you said you're from the tribe of Judah. The children of Israel, brother, how you doing? What's your name? Lawrence? I just asked her a question. Name me one black woman that is a pioneer in our community. I'm gonna ask you the same question. Name me one black man that is a leader in our community. There is not many.
Right.
Watch this, read that.
Hosea chapter 3 verse 4. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king.
The children of God will abide many days without a king. A king is set up to do what? Govern the nation.
Right.
Read.
And without a prince.
And without a prince. A prince is here to assist the king to govern the nation. Read.
And without a sacrifice. And without an image.
And without a what?
And without an image.
Without anybody to look up to.
Right.
We have no images in our community.
Right.
We have nobody to look up to except Lil Wayne. But what is he pushing out? Lean, bean, smoking, things like that.
Right.
Our entertainers, 21 Savage,
Right.
Young Thug wearing a dress,
Right.
NBA YoungBoy, Rick Ross, Boss Hawk. But it's not teaching us anything to get out of the condition that we are in.
Right.
Give me Deuteronomy 28.
Bring it out!
Because the condition that we are in, how did we get there?
Right.
Because here in America, we don't belong here.
Right.
How did we get here? Question for you, Lenard. How did we get here? That's correct. Now watch this. We know in our subconscious mind, right? The blacks are stronger than all other nations.
Bring it out!
The black woman is more resilient than all other nations.
Right.
How, as we are being so superior to all the nations, we're on the bottom, scrapping for a job, scrapping for a house,
Right.
praying day and night, like, how am I gonna get by? Why is that? Question for you, how did we get into this condition? We started at the bottom? What do you think? That is correct. The vision did change.
Right.
And that vision that it changed to was given to us by our oppressor.
Bring it out!
And we're going to change it back to the rightful vision.
Right.
I'm going to show you why we're in the condition that we're in today. Read that. 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Bring it out!
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Again, we are reading the Holy Bible.
Right.
The book that is in every single church,
Right.
every single religion.
Right.
But there are scriptures in this book that they will not read to you guys.
Bring it up.
Because they know if they read these certain scriptures, it will activate a spirit for you to be a leader.
Right.
Because you guys are the leader.
Right.
When I asked you, do you know any leaders? We are looking at the leaders right now.
Right.
But watch why we fell down. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If we don't listen to the voice of our God,
Right.
the voice of God is this Bible,
Right.
the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
This was Moses speaking to the nation of Israel.
Right.
He told us straight, hey, look, if y'all don't listen to your God,
Right.
read.
To observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes.
If y'all don't listen to all the laws that are in this Bible, read.
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Bad things would happen to us
Right.
if we don't keep God's laws. Verse 36. Bad things would happen to us if we don't keep God's laws.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna go to church on Sundays. I'm in and out. You know, I love God. He knows my heart.
Yeah.
But you know, I still want to smoke my weed. You know, I still want to drink. I still want to club.
Right.
That's not the mindset that God gave us.
Right.
He said to do all my commandments.
Right.
If we don't do that, this is what would happen. A curse. I'm going to read one of the curses to you. I'm going to stay on the topic of a leader. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 36.
Bring it up.
The Lord shall bring thee and thy king,
The Lord will bring you and your king, read,
which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
So, when you look at history, hold this sign up. We're reading the Bible, don't forget.
Right.
At a point, we were set up as kings and princes.
Right.
Because of disobedience, our kings and ourselves were taken captive by a nation who our fathers knew not.
Right.
Read it again.
The Lord shall bring thee and thy king.
The Lord shall bring thee and thy king.
Right.
Now I want you guys to understand the mindset. For a king to be overthrown, there must be war.
Right.
We were at battle to keep our nation alive.
Right.
And we got destroyed, besieged,
Right.
because of disobedience
Right.
to our God. Because he set us up in that position. You shall be the head. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 44. 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
So, with us in America right now, right? Who would you say is the superior nation? Who would you say? The ruling class, high class. Who would you say that? What nation of people? The what? The Americans and the African. It can only be one that's at the top.
Right. Right.
Who's at the top in America right now?
Yeah.
What nation of people? Not the Africans. Not the African Americans.
Right.
What do you think? Who is at the top right now of the world? Right. Whose face is on the money?
Right. Right.
Whose face is on? It's not our faces on the money.
Right.
It's not our faces on the magazines.
Right.
We're not getting those top governed spots in the movies.
Right.
We're not doing that. Read that.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Brother, before you leave, I want to read you one thing. Go to 1 John. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Because I brought out this history to show you that this happened to us because of what? Ignorance and disobedience.
Right.
To what? To what though? To God. So we put God in a position to where he would have to do this to us because we are rebellious.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So if we're on God's bad side right now, you don't know about that? Go to Deuteronomy 28. What was that? No. Go to Hosea. Because look, because I'm going to tell you, I used to think the same thing, like, what? There's no way. But guess what? God hateth the pointing of the finger.
Right.
We as black people don't like to take responsibility for what we did wrong.
Right.
We never do. Because if it's me, I have to change me.
Right.
We have to change us. You have to change you. It is our fault that we're in this condition today.
Right.
We have sinned against God.
Right.
God is angry with us. Now we must do what? Keep God's laws.
Right.
Read what you got. Read that. This is a historical book that I'm going to bring out to you so you can have some facts. Both of you guys. And I'm going to give you guys some laws as well. Read that.
This is the book, From Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph Windsor. Page 84. And in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
So like you said, we sold ourselves. Read this again from the top. Read what type of people.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman...
The who?
The Roman army.
The who?
The Roman armies
The Caucasians, read,
under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
captured Israel, us.
In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state, which with great slaughter,
With mass murderings.
Bring it out.
That mass murdering spirit is not something new.
Right.
That school shooting spirit is not something new.
Right.
That shoot up black people in the church spirit is nothing new.
Right.
Shooting up Walmart is nothing new. Shooting up the movies is nothing new.
Right.
Read.
during the period of the military governors of Palestine. Many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
Were committed against us. We were always a target.
Right.
Read.
During the period from Pompey to it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews,
How many?
over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Fled into Africa. We went from Jerusalem and fled into Africa to avoid that murderous spirit.
Right.
To avoid the mass murdering. To avoid the raping, lynching. Read.
Fleeing from the Roman persecution
Running away from the Roman persecution.
and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
The slave market.
Use the sign.
Hold that sign up. This is history that we're going over.
Right.
The history that's in the Bible. The Jewish market was filled with black slaves.
Jewish slaves. Black.
Jewish slaves. Who were sold on auction blocks in 1619?
Bring it out.
Wasn't that your direct bloodline, your ancestors? How did they get here?
68.
We're going to read it for you. We're going to show you how we got to America.
Right. Bring it out.
It's written in the Bible. Our history is written in the Bible.
Right.
Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt means bondage, and the Lord shall bring you into bondage, slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
This Bible prophesied slave ships.
Right.
This Bible prophesied what would happen to our people.
Right.
Getting put on a cargo slave ship is in the Bible.
Right.
They're not going to read that to you in the church.
Right.
They're not going to read that to you in the church. That's Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68.
Right.
And again, Deuteronomy 28, 68. Watch, after we got off those slave ships, what happened to us? We was put to work.
Great.
Right. What happened to us after we got off the ships?
I'm a big history book, so
sis, do you know?
What you
I'm going to give you a law before you leave, though. I'm going to finish this.
One more time.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Right.
Read.
And by the way, I spake unto thee, and thou shalt see it no more again.
We would never see our homelands after we got sold on those slave ships. We
Right.
never went back.
Right.
Never did we even ask to go back.
Right.
Read.
And there ye shall be sold.
After you get off those slave ships,
Ye shall be sold.
you shall be what?
Shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto your enemies. We have enemies on this earth.
Right.
Read.
For bondman
For slave man
Right.
and bondwoman.
and slave woman. After we were captured, they looked at us like, ah, she is a slave.
Right.
Ah, he is a slave.
Right.
Therefore, today, 2019, we have no leaders because we still have that slave mentality.
Right.
That's why we must rise up and govern our people.
Right.
You must see yourself as royalty, sis. You must see yourself as royalty
Right.
because our people need to see to change.
Right.
Give me Acts chapter 3, verse 19. And it starts with going back to God's laws.
Right.
That's what's going to change us and put us back in our rightful position.
Bring it out.
Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Watch this. Yeah, start with the man.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Give me Leviticus. Give me Exodus. Yep.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20.
Yeah, Exodus.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
God set up high holy days for us as a nation
Right.
that we refuse to keep.
Right.
That's why he said, remember my Sabbath day. Because I see both of you guys with bags in your hands. You guys just purchased, whatever the case might be, right? Watch what God says.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day,
right? My brother right here, what's the seventh day of the week? Do you know?
Yeah.
What is it? What's the seventh day of the week?
Sunday to Saturday.
The seventh day, not the whole week. Which day is the seventh day?
Yeah, I know.
Which day is it? Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Which one is it? He said Sunday through Saturday. What about you? What's the seventh day of the week, my brother right here? Sunday's the seventh? How about you? What's the seventh day? Today is the seventh day.
That's right.
Now watch this. When you look at a calendar, right? The first day of the week starts on Sunday.
Right.
When you count 7 days, basic math, the seventh day would land on Saturday.
Right.
And we automatically think Sunday because we got it from this.
Right.
Watch this. Read.
But the seventh day is
Saturday
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
There is no working on God's Sabbath day. Nehemiah. To let you guys know, God has stipulations for this day specifically.
Right.
That we as a nation must honor this day.
Right.
Read.
Nehemiah chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring
This
it
is
out.
one of the stipulations to this day. Watch this.
And if the people of the land,
If the people of the land where we dwell, right? You paying attention, sis? If the people of the land, read,
bring anywhere or any victual,
meaning merchandise, things to buy. Hey, look, we got this for you. We got that for you. 50% off, 10% off. Buy one, get one. They advertise their merchandise to us.
Right.
Read.
and if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
That we would not buy anything on God's holy day. That's what God set up. And God is also looking for people that would obey that commandment. Because we want to go out, we just got our paycheck, we want to do this, I got to buy this, I got to get those new shoes. I gotta go grocery shopping. God says don't buy on my Sabbath day.
Right.
So now going forth, that you know, that's something that you would have to apply.
Right.
Because that's what the Bible says. Agree, sis? Brother speaks English, right? Where you from? You see yourself on this side? You from Haiti. Okay. Mapalavo. One scripture before you leave. Deuteronomy 22:5, right? Everything starts with yourself, sis. Because I understand the mindset of the men in our community.
Right.
They don't respect our sisters.
Right.
Not at all. And I'm going to show, the Bible is going to show you how you would get respect from men in your community.
Bring it out.
Because our women deserve respect.
Right. Right.
We came on slave ships with them,
Right.
and we're going back home with them too.
Right.
My sister right here, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Do you see your nationality on this sign right here? Come in the shade as well. We're not going to have you stand in the sun. Come in the shade right here. And I'm going to show you something as well, sis. Both of you guys. Absolutely. Yes, your father's nationality on this sign right here. You're all of them? Where is your father from? Africa? Where in Africa?
You know the white man brought us over here on slave.
So where was your father born? Okay. So a so-called African American is what they call us, right? That's what they tell us, or so-called black.
Right.
That Negro, whatever the case might be, whatever titles that they put on us after slavery, or soi-disant haïtien, right? We are the nation of Israel.
That's right.
And God has a certain way that he wants us to respect him.
Right.
Now I'm gonna ask you, what does a princess look like? An ordinary woman? Describe to me what a princess would wear.
I wouldn't say when wear something like that. You know, I like most things they got. Well,
No le voy a ir bien la para no
Okay, so how about you? What does a princess look like? Natural? Okay. How does, what wardrobe would she have on? A gown, a long dress,
Right.
to look appropriate.
Right.
When you see a sister with a dress, you will automatically think, I can't talk to this sister any type of way.
Right.
I gotta approach her with respect.
Right.
Because obviously, she respects herself.
Right.
Watch what God set up in the Bible. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Right.
This is cross-dressing in the Bible.
Right.
Just like how you see what Young Thug wearing a dress, God does not approve of that.
Right.
A man wearing a dress is an abomination.
Right.
So if, exactly, Tyler Perry, you'll see he dresses like Madea. You have Big Mama 9 Days wearing dresses. That's entertainment. God doesn't approve of that. So if the dress belongs to the woman, you here with me, right, sis? Both of you guys. If a dress belongs to a woman, pants belong to who? A man.
Right.
Read that again from the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so,
For all women that wear pants, read,
are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
God hates when women wear pants.
Right.
I know that too, and I still put on. I don't know why.
And that's the thing. That's where we have to change for God.
Right.
Because look, when women wear pants, it puts a certain spirit on them as well.
Right.
One, it's a rebellious spirit. Because you said you know. And you as an elder in the community, the younger sisters are looking up to you.
Right.
That's right. I know I'm doing wrong.
The younger sisters are looking up to you.
Right.
And for you to have that royal mentality, you have to dress royal as well. Watch that. Read that.
Sirach chapter 15, verse 13. All abomination.
So when they say God loves all the time, things, God gets mad too.
Right.
And just like I said, for a man to respect you, sis, you have to dress a certain way. For God to respect you, you would have to dress a certain way.
Right.
And that comes with women wearing dresses.
Right.
Not no booty shorts, not pants, not leggings on the outside.
Right.
Our sisters really have to get to a point where they really respect themselves.
That's right.
When you get to that point of respecting yourself, the man will have no option but to treat you with respect.
Right.
And our nation would henceforth grow.
Right.
Nah, you're not gonna just sleep with me. You got to marry me.
Right.
And you'll see that a lot. Why do you think we have so many single parent households?
Bring it up.
Question for you, right? Why do we have so many single parent households now? Because it didn't used to be like that.
You know, like a lot of women say the men don't respect, but some of them come because we don't respect ourselves.
Okay, talk to me.
We can't all put it all on the man. It's got something to do with us too.
Okay.
What is this? In the household, it's like, well, we haven't babies out of wedlock. Like,
Right.
we go into lust and have sex with the man and have kids out of wedlock.
Right.
So, and then the government, they put a lot of people, the government, they took a lot of families out of the household. But I mean by the government, they took a lot of the white men out of the household.
Welfare.
The woman, they give the woman more help because the man is not in the house.
Right.
So the woman took the man out of the house. So sometimes the government got it set. But
Yeah, I want you to speak on the mic as well. Because what you're saying is absolutely correct.
Right.
I don't want it to slip by anybody's ears.
sometimes the government got it fixed for us to live in sin.
Right.
Because the woman can get more help when the man is not in the house. So the woman kicked the man out the house.
Right.
Even though, hey, sometimes the man might be a good man, but it's still some good men, like there might not be as many, but it's still some. So the government got the system set up to keep the black man out the house, and then there's no man in the house, and
Then our nation would be corrupt. Watch this. That exactly what she said. You heard what she said? That will force our sisters to have the mentality of, I'm a strong black woman.
Right.
That's not the mentality that our sisters should have.
Right.
How our sister, watch, go to 1 Corinthians. I'm gonna show you what God set up.
Bring it
1
up.
Corinthians, because God set up an order in our nation for the men, women, and children.
Right.
And we're gonna put all of that back in order.
Right.
1 Corinthians chapter 3. Chapter 11.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
You know.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
So you see that right there. God set up an order for our nation to be governed as.
Right.
It is God, Christ, man, woman.
Right.
And you will see, just like you said, the government has set up to where the woman will be over the man.
Right.
Now you will have the thought of, excuse my language, niggas ain't S.
Right.
Niggas ain't nothing.
Right.
I don't need a man.
Right.
Well, who is going to raise that son to become a man then?
Bring it up.
Read that. Read what he got.
This is the book, A History of Women in America, page 337. One of the most insidious effects of racism was to drive a wedge between black women and black men.
You hear that? One of the key focal point in slavery is, how can we get this black woman to hate her own black man?
Right.
The man that has the same exact hair as you, how can we make you hate him?
Right.
The man that went through the same exact struggle as you, how can we make you hate him?
Right.
Read.
White society systematically denied black men access to jobs.
Woo! Systematically. Men will get deprived of their opportunity to provide for the woman.
Right.
Now we can't do what we want to do because systematically it's been designed for us not to be able to provide.
Right.
Just like you said with the welfare. Get him out. Get that man out.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.